fashion shit more than anything, I think. Because I think my mum used to read a lot of like magazines and crap. Okay, that gets rid of the cluster of zombies. Let's go have a look at what's in this area. There's a couple of zombies over there. The only reason why I want to stay near the houses is I want to be able to pop in and out of them as I need to. So we'll see. Unless you had one of those brick laptops or ThinkPads, right? Those fire. Oh. Onwards and stuff. Like, I know a lot of the laptops you guys are talking about. And, yeah. But, like, the stuff that I did with games and drawing and stuff, like, nobody at the time could convince me to get a laptop for the stuff that I was doing. Plus, I also just never really, like, went anywhere as well. I'm like, I was kind of in the era of, like, if I wanted to do something on my computer somewhere, I'd just take my whole computer and just go and have a LAN party somewhere. Like, that's just what I'd do instead. Let's find out if this place has got an alarm on it or something. That door is open. I'm not used to doors being opened inside of a house. Close the window. I might take the curtains from here too, to be fair. Let's get this on. Turn you on. I find that the fact that this TV is already tuned in to the right place. Give me the curtains. I want that for the other place that I was at. It's got an upstairs too. Yeah, why are these open? I haven't gone into a place that has already got doors open, and it kind of concerns me a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Just because I haven't seen it before. Dish towel. I can fill that up with water. What else we got in here? I'll probably fill it up with water in the other place, honestly. Is it like techno but didn't know it yet? Makes me think about the time when I was into Naruto but didn't know the word anime. Well, I'm curious about the story behind half laptop repair. What? I think I missed something. Big section of like something to do with a laptop getting repaired. But it's all good. Let me have those beans. It seems like a feature to me. Perfect security. It's out of a USB stick. Maybe no further than that. Lol. I remember a fellow that I used to work with used to have Linux working off a USB bar. He also used to have bootable Windows off USB bars. It was great. It was like a good way to test some shit. It was a good way to like safely run something on a computer that had a virus when you didn't have to worry about it like fully transferring the shit. Give me those curtains. Yeah. Well, we got in the fridge. We got nacho cheese. Do you know how much I'd like to get my hands on some nacho cheese? Australia doesn't do nacho cheese. The closest thing we got to nacho cheese is like this like really obscure dip that's not nacho cheese. And I see it in like American cooking videos. You know, when you get like a person gets like this like jar of nacho cheese. I don't know. I think it's like excessively processed cheese, right? And it's like I normally see it in a can, and they normally like heat it up in a can, and then the fuck, this place is like all open. They heat it up in a can, then they pour it out over the top of their nachos and stuff. And I'm like, I know it looks like it's definitely probably like artery clogging shit, but like I also kind of like want to try that artery clogging shit because it also looks like something that would go into like a what do you call it? Like one of those like chocolate fountain things, like a fondue thingy, you know? Oh, a revolver. I haven't come across that. Hey Tavo, welcome in. It's a banger of a game. What? We're talking about Project Zomboid? Seems to be. I'm not hating it as much as I did. Can I open this? It's got needle and thread in it. Ironically, we were just talking about how I needed a needle and thread. I will just keep the sewing kit as it is, because it'll probably be good. But yeah, how you doing, Tavo? What you been up to? Let's fill up Yeah, I could fill up all those, and I could go leave some of them downstairs. Might do that. Probably drivers. I can install them on Linux. Yeah, I definitely missed some stuff there. But yeah, I don't know what's actually in nacho cheese, but I figure it's like a liquid format of you know, the plastic American cheese, the slices. I feel like it's like that. I feel like it's like the liquid format of that, where you could drizzle the shit, right? As opposed to put a slice on like a sandwich or some shit, right? I would like to try it, you know? I figured that I was high enough up the stairs that wouldn't hurt her. Okay, it's nearly 11. I can hear something. I don't know if that's just out here. Like cheese dip. I don't know. Because, like, we have a cheese dip thing here, and it doesn't look like the same shit. Like, see if you can, just quickly, if you're in a position to do so, just try Googling nacho cheese or can of nacho cheese. Because that's the thing that I see the most, is it in can format. Now, I don't think I brought back enough curtains for this place, but let's find out. I brought back extra curtains to cover up this. Add a sheet to it. But yeah, if it's in a can, I think it would be the right thing from what I've been seeing. I've seen it specifically for reference for anybody that's watched like Matt Stoney on YouTube when he does like eating stuff. Like he's heated up a can of it before to add to like his giant nachos. And I think Guga has as well. But I just don't remember 100%. Can you add a curtain to a door? I don't think I have any curtains left. Oh no, you can. Okay, well there was a gunshot in the distance and it's almost... Cool, there we go. Okay, now we can turn the lights back on. Well, I actually don't need the kitchen light on, let's be honest with that. I don't really need a light on in here either. But if it's not too dark... Is there any books I can read? It's a magazine... And let's see what else we got over here. I saw that there was a bookshelf over here. There was a marker, nothing else. There's the Clockwork magazine. Yeah, no, there's nothing else for me to read. I'm just kind of hoping that something kind of comes on TV. I could eat some stuff while I see. Actually, I accidentally brought home the tin of water. I can go on the floor. Alright, I'm not saying that this is a base or anything like that, but she could sit her ass down. Oh, she's going to check. She's going to take the small chair. Okay, cool. Alright. So hopefully she gets some skills, because I got nothing else for her to do in this minute that I'm aware of that she could be doing. So, this is better than nothing. A fun coincidence. I've actually been watching a lot of Matt Stoney lately. I liked a lot of his stuff. I specifically really liked when he would finish the stuff that he was, like... eating super fast, because like I thought that that was like the fun of it kind of thing. I didn't so much like it as much when he started like not finishing the things or being unable to, and I'm like, okay, look, I understand that like competitive eating is genuinely quite a challenge and stuff, but like part of what I enjoyed about it was like seeing him eat these like massive meals that are just insane. But he's like a cool dude to begin with anyway, so he's like generally pleasant to like watch. I watch a couple of other ones, like there's Joel Hansen. I don't mind his stuff. I like his older stuff because like nowadays he's gone into more of like, he does a bit of his eating competition, but he spends ages like pulling faces and then he goes for like a walk. And I'm like, if I wanted to see that, I could just turn on the news because they kind of do the same thing on Australian television. And it's still so mean, but it's kind of like that. Whereas like I don't know, wakes up fucking to Happily House, no, give you some pat spiking. Whereas who else does eating stuff that I watch? I've watched a bit of Randy as well. I will hydrate, Shadow. Actually, hold on, let me see if my coffee's still hot. And it's kind of drinkable. What else do I watch? There's somebody else in there that I'm not thinking of. Oh, there's the Takedown Twins, but they recently renamed as something else. And I don't quite remember what it was. I will stretch, and I am very lightly still prawning. The Takedown Twins were really good to watch because they're like relatable, like Matt Stoney, but they can just eat insane quantities of anything. And then there's two of them, they're fucking twins, right? So, you know, it's not just you're seeing it once, you're seeing like two people do that shit, and it's like, god damn, you know. Plus, I like the fact that they each have their own take on it, which is like really nice too. What if I got this jar lid? Put that down. All right, so we got a bit more food and drink, and she's not tired. She's fed, and let's go. Yeah, fucking beard meets food. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. That's the one I'm forgetting. My God, I watch him like every week consistently. I like his shit, and I like that he can normally eat all of what he's against, unless it's pancakes. And pancakes are like his biggest fucking woe, honestly. But then what else we got? He also does like an insane Christmas song for like charity and shit too. I really like that. He's actually a really great singer, which is just nuts because like it seems like that's unusual. Like it seems like that's just like wouldn't be the case, but it is, and it's super cool to see, you know. But yeah, no, I like watching his stuff. I specifically came across him because I think my partner was watching him, because my partner didn't quite get why I was enjoying watching like competitive eaters and stuff. I just enjoy watching it. And then he came across a couple, and that was one he came across specifically. And yeah, but they sort of change and evolve over time too. So, you know, we sort of like change up our minds about who for what and stuff. I kind of find it really interesting that some of the doors around here are open. Like, is this like a survival thing? Where like it's implemented to make it look like some people have been around? Because I kind of like that like very slightly lived in feel. Now I'm looking for like a book or something to give me some skills. You could just call it cheese sauce. They had one brand doing it, Chico, which is a German company. Really? All these doors open. I'm playing solo, by the way. So this is like really unsettling to me to walk around and see all of these doors in these rooms just wide open. It's really, really kind of disturbing, surprisingly. I wasn't kind of expecting it to be like this, but yeah, it kind of feels that way. All right, let's see if we can get her socks cleaned this time around. She's been cleaning herself, but we haven't got the socks cleaned yet. Trying. Same, he's got a good sense of humor. He does too. Like, I'm not so much like happy with like the self-deprecation stuff that he does. Like, kind of like ripping on himself for like some of his jokes and stuff. Like, I just don't get that enjoyment out of it for anybody anyway. But like, we don't have soap for it. That's a problem. Can I just wash my socks? No. Okay. No clean socks. But yeah, normally like he's got like a good attitude generally, apart from like the occasional self-deprecation joke. So I like that. You know, it's his videos are usually pretty light, and like he talks over the part where he's eating. And he doesn't have like some kind of obnoxious music like blaring it out. Like, I don't want to hear people eating. I don't enjoy that. I've got that thing that oh, don't jump like that. I've got the thing where the sound of people eating like brings me like actual like physical pain and shit. What the fuck? Project Zomboid, come on. Calm your tits, please. We don't need to be going this far. Propane lantern bottle. Fucking hell. What's in the bedside drawers? Do I even want to know? You know, the other thing about this is, like, my partner's been playing, there's a car game he's been playing. And every time he goes to a gas station, they have a bed set up in this back room of the gas station. And there's, like, 2 shopping carts humping in the back room. And it's like very clearly a porn scene, except with shopping trolleys. And I'm like, I just didn't know that like shopping trolleys were that, you know, big of a deal, because every single grocery store has, oh, sorry, every single fucking petrol station happened to have one in the back. And I'm just like, wow, I was not aware of this particular niche, you know. But anyway, we'll get her to sit down because I think she's got a book and it should be about time for an afternoon TV show, hopefully. So let's get her to just read something. Got car fixation. There we go. That's an interesting room. I feel like they slip these into everywhere because 7 Days to Die has one too. It's just not that obvious. Okay, what is this? Louisville. Oh. Wait, isn't Louisville, that's the big city. Oh, we were going there. Okay. We went somewhere else. That's fine. Yeah, I feel like every kind of game tries to slip that little joke in there. Let's sit here and dismantle stuff. I'm expecting the TV to do something at 3 o'clock. And the TV still got power, so we'll see. Can I get you to work on all of them? I guess I can if I click on it again. There we go. Also, welcome in, Nuke Dragon. So I did not expect that kind of basement there. Look, at least it's in the basement and it's not up in the attic or something. I just feel like that would be worse somehow. Like, don't ask me how. I just kind of feel like if it's up in the attic, it's more of like a prisoner situation. Whereas when it's in the basement, I feel like that's more like a professional setup and like operation and stuff, you know? So I guess it's better that way. I've got a lot of cans and tins and stuff. Let's see if we can get back to the building we're kind of shacking up in. Should be able to because we're only just across the road. What the fuck was that? I'm not even sure what she did. What are your skills, love? Wakeful, I'll tell you what. I was running in a straight line. She like purposely ran into that. The hell? Tree. Yeah, I know, right? Even on foot, I'm not fucking safe. She did that on her own. I did nothing there. I'm impressed by that. Alright. So I still don't have enough soap and stuff here, but this is fine. This is not my base or anything like that for anybody that may not have seen it earlier. I'm just kind of chilling here for the moment because I need to stay near the TVs. So I figured this place has got a TV. It's got a nice little place. You know, somebody needs to clip that. I'll put a marker and I'll go find it later. I didn't even think to clip it because I've got like an auto clip button I can just hit and stuff. But yeah, usually when something like that happens, well, I've never had something like that specifically happen, but like, yeah, if something like that happened and I was like, oh, that could be a good clip moment or something like that, I'd only just hit the button so I don't have to do much to find it later. Let's add the sheet to it now. Because this is a room I'm still coming into occasionally to like wash up. Get a drink while I'm standing here anyway. I'm afraid of trees in this game. This is a rain wake tably. Have you got rain locally or are you listening to rain here? Because the rain here is lovely. Hold on. That's just beautiful. I wish it was kind of raining here. Oh, you know what I could do is I could put a curtain on this. I guess I need one more curtain from somewhere. Yeah, no, I kind of wish it was raining lately because then at least the cloud cover would be warm. Whereas it's just cold. It's just real cold. Kind of want to just put it on the floor. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to take like all of this shit with me, obviously, but I am stockpiling water in containers and various things. And I do have a sleeping bag. We should have food. So what do we got here? Kind of want to... I should just pick up that. Grab that. I'll move that further away. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to just pop this in the kitchen because I just don't want to deal with it as a container. There we go. This says pop out of nowhere and then branches are all out to get you. Yeah, I haven't had too many like lethal branches so far, which has been good. But as far as like the trees have got me dead at least once. So, yeah, I'm normally not like out there running around. I kind of want to save these because this is like fresh preserved, and I don't know if that would be just good for her later. But I am also like pumping her full of like random candy and shit, so I don't remember what her weight was. But we're up to 7 days. 7 days and 7 hours. What's that for a time? Oh, man. Okay. Well, I've got nothing for her to read, and I don't know if a show comes on at 6. I'll just make her sit for a second, because if there's going to be a show, it's either going to play or it's not. And if it doesn't... Oh, no, there we go. After that, I'll get her to sleep in a sleeping bag, because I'd like to see what the effect of the sleeping bag is on her. You know. Not to mention you can't see anything behind a tree. Not even a goddamn van. Well, see, my thing with the trees is more that I run into them. Not physically like I just did, but like, generally speaking, I usually just like plow into them and fuck my car. That's mostly my reason for not liking them. But yeah, generally speaking, the trees are not great. And as the game goes, I notice that little trees grow on like dirt roads and crap, which makes it really hard to get around. I don't know if they end up being full-size trees, but that is an issue if they do. Got a big thunderstorm yesterday, lightning and whole thing. Absolutely fantastic. That sounds lovely though. I wouldn't mind a storm. Like, the wind has finally died down, because as you guys know, all of last week was super, super windy. And it was just windy, like howling winds and cold. And this week, it's no longer windy, but it's really, really cold. So when I started stream, it was like 4 degrees, and it said that it was supposed to be 10 degrees at that time. So, yeah, not really thrilled for how cold it's going to get tonight. Like, it's currently 2 degrees, but feels like 0, which is accurate. And in another... It's not midnight yet. Probably another 5 hours from now, it's going to be down a few more degrees. Definitely going to be negative tonight, so it'll be a cold one. Alright, I should be able to put it to sleep. You sleep in that? Yes. I didn't set the alarm or anything, and I don't know if... I was going to say... Oh, sick! I didn't know if this would wake her. And if it would, if she could, like, get it while she was asleep. This is perfect! I didn't, like, okay, somebody that plays Zomboid, is it the TV that woke her? Or is it just because we went to sleep so early? Who knows that answer? Let me know. Because, like, I've never slept her in front of the TV before. And I don't know if it caused her to wake up or not. Because I imagine that sounds would, because she sometimes has, like, nightmares and shit. So happily live front for while staying at Shadow's side. No. I don't know if Shadow's got the energy to pick you up, Viken, but he could probably definitely pat you. I know you're eyeing up his steak. We were talking about that earlier. We were also talking yesterday. I forgot to tell you, fucking Viken, that there was speech of like eating wolves and like wolves being inside people. And I'm like, you weren't around or you might have been asleep. And I'm like, it was probably a good thing because I'm like, nobody eat any wolves in here because Viken and stuff. Picks up and hugs Viken. Lol. I don't think so. Only alarms in games should trigger wake up. That would be interesting. I initially thought like house alarms, but I think you mean like watch alarms and like alarm clocks. I'm gonna have some water. Hold on. So, happily being picked up, receives hugs. Till says, if I can ever shock eating wolves. Yeah, you guys, I have like a couple of wolves in my community and stuff, so nobody go eating wolves or having like containing wolves within them and stuff. Now, I know it's like midnight, but she's had a bit of a sleep. And there's a house just down the road here. I actually don't think she's got a flashlight. I left a flashlight on in the house. That's too dark. Hold on, let me see if I can grab one. I should have a smaller one in the car. Maybe. Maybe not. Just say shit, sorry, buddy. He'll be right. Probably. Give me... This is the one time when I do want the flashlight. Take that. Okay. Let's Get that on. Okay, there we go. So happily being okay, smiling. Rolls onto back. Alright, now I actually haven't had the super huge flashlight before out on the road. So this is kind of cool, but I kind of want to get down to this house down here. Because I've been in that one, I've been in that one. I heard something then. There is a house just down here. I figure if I can go down and check it out. Like I said, I want to get my hands on a bigger car. But if I can get into some houses and get some books. What are you shocked about? The fuck? Oh, there. I was gonna say, I'm like, sweet Jesus woman. Hold on. Like, that scared me more than, like, the actual house. There we go. There we go. Is that a helmet? Looks like a helmet to me, mate. Give me that. Yeah, there we go. We got a helmet, finally. I know that impairs my visibility a little bit, but this is fine. Oh, I tell you what, I did not need that. Did not need that at all. Hey there, Bill. Welcome in. How are we all doing? I think we're doing alright. I just, like, lost my ability to hold air in my lungs for a second because, like, I walked into a house and I was expecting, like, an alarm to go off. And instead there was a zombie in here and we got the jump scare noise instead. So I kind of just lost my capacity for oxygen. But apart from that, I think everybody else is mostly fine. I might eat some salsa and shit. Some lime. I think those will go good together. But yeah, what are you up to? You get up to. Let's see. Eat that. I'm not going to probably put the milk with it. I'm sure you could sour it and get cheese. But I don't need that. Let me get this. Like I said, I'm not considering the house that we're at the moment to be home or home base. But until the power goes out, I really need to have somewhere where I can at least, like, be in front of a TV at the appropriate times. So I'm just kind of like doing that. This looks like it's a two-story house. Whoa, mate. I couldn't even see you. That sounded like you took a nibble. Not down for nibbles, and I'm not down to find out if this house has like 50 fucking zombies in that room. I was hoping there was soap here. What happened? What happened? Scratched. Okay. I don't have anything better for that. I better not get fucking infected from this. Please don't have 50 zombies in it. Get off me, love. Actually, the fact that this house has zombies, this kind of strikes me as like, you know how I've been going through a few of the houses and they look like they're partially picked over? It feels like this would be the group that are doing it. Zomboid will never change. Enjoying Build 42. So I am somebody that actively hated Zomboid and did not want to play it and was like of no position of convincing and stuff to play it. And I have since like heard a lot about it that's like got aspects that I don't mind in a game and I don't hate it. So I would consider that to be much progress as far as like, you know, playing a game and stuff. So I don't hate it. I am still kind of getting used to it. There's still some stuff that like sort of frustrates me. I'm not good at it by any stance. I had one character, well, I had one map. Well, there's a few here. I had one map where I had that person alive for like 8 lives. And then I finally like died and stuff on the 8th life. And I'm like, okay, I'll start again. And so that's where we're up to at the moment. This is the new life number 1, second map, realistically. I'm not kind of counting the couple of little maps that I had beforehand that kind of really didn't go anywhere. But yeah, I've got like a little bit of skill now. Not much. I haven't done any crafting or building. I've got to a point where I can kind of keep my person alive. No promises though. But yeah, I can fight zombies. I kind of get the gist of getting XP. I kind of figured out how to get some skills without the TV and books and stuff. But this time around, we've currently got electricity and water still. and I've got a car. We've got some fuel. So I'm just kind of like, I'm just trying to stay near TVs and stuff. Like, there should be a show on maybe now. So depending on this place has a TV. I can hear a zombie. There you are. I can't fight you there. Hold on. Let me get near the house. I don't know if this place has got light. The porch might. Actually, hold on. Porch might have enough light for me to do this. Yeah, it does. Just enough. Just enough. As long as nothing's behind me, we should be okay here. Come on. No. Oh, got a steep learning curve. Yeah, it does. But also, like, the first day that I played, because I had zero knowledge of the game, I really hadn't been like watching people or anything. I didn't know anything. So I had a lot of people helping me, which was really lovely, except it was to the point where I physically couldn't actually play the game. Like it was just like non-stop. So it kind of ended up being like, you know, don't backseat too much and stuff like that, where if I'm asking questions, it's fine to answer it and stuff. But if it's like, you know, don't give me direction, hint, or like direct information on where to find something, like I still want to explore and shit. Like I'm still super, super new kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm getting the gist of it. It's just I only get to really play it like once a week. And then yeah, it hasn't been every single week. Like I said earlier too, I also don't know if I will be streaming next Friday, because I normally play it on Fridays. But next Friday, I'm going to see if I can get my